Hey everybody, it's Amy Graham, the Badass Valkyrie, and tonight I wanted to show you my newest 2020 planner, and it is neither this one or this one. This is my 2018 Jibun Techo, which was the B6 Slim, and this is the 2019 Jibun Techo, which is the A5 Slim, which fits perfectly in a wide Chic Sparrow cover. What I have next is, for 2020, the Jibun Techo Lite. So, this is in a B6 Slim. However, it is a little bit bigger than the B6 Slim that is the Jibun Techo 3-in-1, which is what both of these are the 3-in-1. Now, this is the Lite Mini, and I will go through the differences, but the biggest difference is the size. So, it is an all-in-one. Everything, it has its own cover, which is like a soft touch cover. This is the B6 Mini or B6 Slim idea book. And you can see there is a difference. So, number one, primary number one fact that everyone that watches my channel should know. The 2020 Jibun Techo Lite does not fit in a B6 Slim cover. This is a B6 Slim. This, they say, is a B6 Slim, but because of the extra little bits, and you can kind of see all the way around. And hopefully you guys can see the little edge. If you can see like that little edge right there, that is the extra part. So, in the limited time, I got this on Saturday afternoon. Spent all day yesterday figuring out the measurements and all of that. So this is 0.4 inches deep, which when I say deep, I mean this wise. It is 7.4 inches long, so 7.4 inches, and 4.5 inches wide. There is a cover out there that is made for this specific size, and it's through Sojourner. And Rowena makes it for the Field Notes Large. So, Field Notes came out with a pitch black in a large version. And it's the same size as this. So, since this is brand new on the market, there's not any covers that are out there for it specifically. But, let me go grab the book. So, as I said, it's the Field Notes Large, and it is just a hair bigger than this. So if it's made for the Field Notes Large, which it's called the Pitch Black, and a lot of makers have made a cover for this, and I've actually ordered one off of Etsy. And I'll link it down below. I have not gotten it. I've never ordered from this company before, but I will link it down below. But Rowena with Sojourner does also make a cover for this. She calls it a B6 Plus, or B6 Plus. And it says for Leuchtturm and for the Field Notes Large. So, this should fit in that as well. So, that is the one downside to this. So I want that out there on the web so you all know it does not fit in a B6 Slim. Now, this is my B6 Slim Dr. Jones from Chic Sparrow. Now, it would fit in a B6 Slim. This is a B6 Slim Traveler's Notebook. Now, it does fit into the Chic Sparrow Traveler's Notebooks. I will tell you that. However, only the classic. The downside here is that there is no cover to put a string behind here. So it's sealed. So you would risk damaging the spine of the book. Unlike here, I just put the string down the cover, the plastic cover. And that's where you see the little bit of damage that's on the black piece of paper that's in there. But that's how I put this in a TN before. And this was in my Dr. Jones. However, I also got it to fit in the Mystics Little Gifts Personal. It will not fit in the pocket. The only way it actually fits is just slipping it in there as a cover. And as you can see, I mean, it is all the way to the edge there. But, you know, if worse came to worse, and the only way it actually fits like that is without the big, excuse me, I have the hiccups, the big knot from the enclosure elastic. So, those are the two things that it will fit in that I have. Now, I will go through the differences of this and why I actually chose this in the first place. I was going to go with the A5 Slim again because one, I loved having it in this cover. However, when I saw the Lite, the diary Lite, I was like, oh, that's exactly what I've wanted. So we're just going to go through it here. Also, there has been a change to where this is the Kikoyo thin paper. It is not Tomoe River paper, nor is it the Mio paper. It is the thin paper. It feels a lot like Tomoe River, but it's not. They call it thin paper. Whatever that is. It's 52 GSM and it is white. It's not cream, it's white. And the grid on it is 3mm spacing, whereas the Hobonichi Techo is 5mm spacing. So the grid in this is 3mm and it's 52 GSM and it's the thin paper, just so you have that. Now, to go through what it has. So you have the pink. Now this comes in, it was like a silver, which looked kind of taupe. Then it has the blue, and it has a pink, and I believe a white. I think there's one more color. I'll link it down below, the colors for sure. On Jet, I got this from Jet Pens, just so you know, and it was $27.95. So they call it the Kikuyo Jibun Techo Light Diary 2020 Mini B6 Slim in dark blue. So it does not come in an A5. This is the only size it comes in, and it is the first time they're adding it out. So the blue has a pink end paper, which is like a cardstock. Then you open it up and you've got the 2020 and your place for your name. And then you have the year at a glance here. And you have 2 lines per entry per day. Then you jump into the 2020 calendar and then the 2021 calendar. So you don't have the jumping back like the 2019, like the Hobonichi does. Then you get into my dream for 2020. And you can write out what your dream is. Then, this is something that I really like. You get a list. You get 12 pages of lists. So, you could use this for your 100. You could use this for gift listing. Oh, somehow you guys got turned, so let me fix that. There you go. You can use this for whatever you want. But in each box, there's 2 3mm lines. And you get 12 pages. Now, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 pages of lists. You could use a page a month, whatever you wanted to do. As far as trackers, whatever you wanted to do. There are 28 options. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 in each row. So each page would be 56. So 56 entries on each page. But there is 12 of them, and it's just list of, and you can write in whatever you want. You can make it a 2-page spread. This page over here does not have a listing of any sort, so you can make it your own. Then you jump into December. It actually starts on November 25th, and then you have December. This is your month at a glance, and this is the reason I changed. I love having the tracker on the bottom of the month. Here in the A5, you will see that the trackers are all done in a month, in a section in a month. And I would go back, I would forget to go back and do this. So, as you all know, if you've been watching my channel, the Jibun Techo is my media tracker. So I track everything social media that I do with my channel, with my Facebook page, my blog, all of that. And so sometimes I would forget to go back. And so I check if I've done Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, if I did a vlog or a blog, if I posted to Facebook. The game time is for me, just to see how many, and I don't actually even do that. I didn't put that here. But I'll probably go back just so I know how many days a week I've spent gaming. Facebook Live, or podcasts. So I would forget to go back and do this when I put in the monthly view, we'll put in when I posted videos. Like here in July, every time I posted a blog or a video, a blog or a vlog, I would put it here. But then I would go back, and there was no other tracking here other than ideas for my channel. But what I loved when I saw this was that my tracker is with that month. So I can see at a glance, other than here, I could see if I had posted to Instagram, if I posted to YouTube, if I posted to Twitter, if I'd done a blog post, or a Facebook Live, or a podcast. So I can put those in here. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 choices there. And let's see, for this month I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Works out great. And as I said, each one of these, each of the entry has 2 lines. So I could do Facebook and Facebook Live. I could do Instagram and IGTV, however I wanted to do it. But this is what I wanted specifically. If they'd had this in an A5 slim, I'd have totally done it because I like the larger format. However, in each day, you can pick your mood. So you have a happy and a sad face. Then you can also, as I said, you've got the trackers down here. And this is the monthly view. And you start, as I said, November 25th. And then in the monthly views, they go all the way to March 2021. So you can go forward. It does have the moon phases on it. However, I will tell you, if you're in the United States, sometimes the moon phases are off by a day. So if it's like in the middle of the night on Friday night and it hits the U.S. Earlier than it would Japan, then it would be on the Friday instead of the Saturday. So just be aware about that. Don't follow, unless you're in the Japan time zone or whatever mean time it is. Don't follow that. Look up your own moon phases if you're going by that. I actually like to look up my moon phases for the year, and it tells me what times the moon phases are in my time zone, everything. So I always just write that in. All right, so it goes to March 31st of 2021. And then you start the dailies. The dailies are the weekly view. There is no daily, but you get a day view in the weekly spread. So it's a 2-page weekly spread, and it starts on November 25th, just like the monthly. And what I liked is you can pick the weather, and I don't know if you guys can, it's close enough to see that. Let me try to get it up as close as I can. But you've got a choice for the weather. It's already there. You just check which one it is. And it's got the moon phases on every day. And you have 3 check boxes and a blank one there. Then you have from 1 a.m. or actually from midnight to midnight. So you can put the time in. And what I usually do is I make an entry into my weekly here. Let me get that here. Like here. Let's see where. All right, here's one that has quite a few. It's like at 4:30, I put in the Coffee Monster's 3rd anniversary haul when I did the unboxing. And then down here, I just write down various stats that I decided to write down that day. So you can put you can write the name of the video or whatever, however you're going to use this, because I'm certainly not going to tell you how to use your planner or what could be used or what couldn't be used, because that is completely up to you. However, it does give you from midnight to midnight and the weather, and then 3 options, really 4 options as far as check boxes. And then you have all of this empty space down here to write it down and how you felt that day. So you could put all of that in as well for each day. And then over here along the side, you can put your to-do list. This is where I put the ideas for that week for videos. I always put all the videos that I want to get done that month here, so that if I'm like, oh, I need to tape today, what do I want to record? And then I'm like, oh, what are some things that I haven't done yet? So there are some things that I try to do every month. So, and then you do that for the entire year, and it goes all the way up to January 6th, 2020. Oh, wait, no, this is December. Hold on. Goes all the way up to January 10th. That is the last week that's in here. So you have November 25th to January 10th, 2021 with the weekly spreads. So there are no dailies in this. It's just monthly and weekly. And this is what I use for my social media tracking. After the weekly view, you have 22 pages of grid paper. So 22 pages front and back of blank grid that you could use for notes, which would sort of replace the idea book here. The one thing I did notice is in the idea book, you have that weird like line there. This is blank grid paper. There's no invisible line. There's no square at the top because this also has like this square here, so page numbers you can do there if you wanted to split it in half, any of that. So it is blank grid paper, 22 pages of it at the back. And then you also have the looking back on 2020. And you have a 2-page spread, January through December, or 1 through 12, with a space here at the bottom to make notes or whatever you wanted to do. And it's got 4 blank lines for each month, or each numbered entry. So you've got 2 white lines, 2 gray lines, 2 white lines, 2 gray lines. And that goes for this over here as well. So you can write out, you know, any of your stats, any of your goals for the month, or whatever you wanted to do here in the back. And then after that, you have just the closing page there. I believe this is where you can write your information as far as your name, your telephone number, all of that if it gets lost. This is the Jibun Techo Facebook page and Twitter account, and the Kikoyo Japan website. And then you have 1 page of the cardstock, which is kind of like the end paper. And then that is it. And so you have the soft touch kind of cover again. So it is very, very different. Very different. However, I really like it. I just want a cover for it. And obviously, if you put it in a B6 Slim, this again is my Dr. Jones from Chic Sparrow. If that was the only book in there, it would be swallowed up. And I'm like, okay, well, that's really ginormous. So, in this one, it's not so swallowed up, but there's no, I can't slip it into here, which it's like just a hair too small. But this is a personal size, and so I would not have expected it to fit that. So it also does not fit in the cover of my old B6 Slim because I tried that too. Yeah, it didn't work. So if you see here on the edge how it's got the little ridge right there, where they sealed the plastic together. Yeah, this doesn't go in, sadly. I tried. I would have to cut the cover down to get it in there. And you can see there's like a little rip right there where I was trying to force it and it didn't go. So, yeah. Sadly, they do not have a plastic cover for it. They may come up with one. I don't know, but they do not have one for it right now. However, that being said, I love it. Absolutely love it. I just wish they would have thought ahead and had a cover. Now, I'm sure they were thinking this is quite enough of a cover. And theoretically, yes, it would be. Unless you're in Amy Land and you like leather covers. So, yeah, I want something. I don't want to just stick this in there because in my bag it'll get all jingled around. And I don't want that. So I want something a little more sturdy on it. Now, granted, I could put this in with my A5. I mean, it slips in there just fine. And until I actually get my new one, or the cover for this is probably how it's going to ride, because I do still take this with me, and I can just keep it in there for right now. But I really would like to have it have its own cover. Now, going from this to this, even with a cover on it, it's going to be dang small comparatively. I would imagine with a cover on it, it'll be something like that. But, you know, we'll see. The cover that I'm thinking about getting has a snap to it. So we'll see. But again, like I said, it's made for the Field Notes large. And I would ideally like to actually keep these two together. Or, because I do have several of the idea books. Oh, that's my Field Notes. I could keep these two together. You know, it just kind of depends on everything when I get it. But it is a bound book. It is, it's sealed. You could probably slip that in the back. Oh, the one thing I did not cover is this does come with 2 bookmarks. The blue one comes with a burgundy and a baby blue bookmark. So what I usually do is have one for my week and then one for my month. So there you go. The 2018 had black and or blue and red. The 2019 actually has blue and red as well. So that's a little bit different. It's a little bit lighter, and it's burgundy and light blue. So those are the differences, and you can see the let me take, yeah, this is the Life book. So in the A5 Slim, so you can definitely see there's some size difference on all of these. So B6 Slim, B6 Slim, A5 Slim. So again, this is a real B6 Slim that fits in the B6 Slim cover. This one is a little bit more. So a B6 Plus if you're looking at Sojourner. And again, if any of you know anybody that would do the B6 Plus, let me know down below, because I do want to order one from Sojourner. I just don't want to wait. I know. So eventually, probably in a couple of paychecks, I will order one of those, or if my husband asks me what I want for my anniversary, bada boom, bada bing, we'll get that. The one that I'm actually ordering off of Etsy is, I think it's like $69, and it looks really, really nice, and there's no delay. I should get it between the 8th or the 2nd and the 8th of October. So yeah, at least that's my plan. After I film this here, I'm going back to my computer and figuring it out, because my brain will not let me rest until I have a cover for this. So anyway, my second 2020 planner, which is the Jibun Techo Lite diary. And I've gone through all the differences, and let me know if you guys are going to pick one of these up. Also, again, if you know of anybody that will do these, I know that Makers South and Lacao will both do adjusted measurements for a custom. Again, don't want to wait. I know. So if I'm going to get a custom, I probably will go with Sojourner. I've never gotten a Sojourner before. So I am looking at the Solomon leather that has the special brown cover, and then the Solomon leather pockets. So that's what I'm looking at. So it's a toss-up. I'm kind of trying to decide. Oh, and I forgot one other thing I got from Jet Pens. It is the Jibun Techo template. So this is made specifically for the Jibun Techo, and it is made so that if you wanted to make specific squares, you could do that. It fits inside of that. So that one fits the B6 Slim right there, and it's perfect. You can make the little dots around it. You can put a circle. You can put a clock. It's got lines down it with the little dot lines or the wavy lines. This, if you go to the monthly, this box here is a little bit too large for the monthly even, but the smaller box will work, but the circle will work in there. So it's the same size. The grid and everything and the pages in here are the same size as the B6 Slim Jibun Techo. But you also have the arrows and the circles right there that work in with the 3mm grid. So if you wanted to put the lines or the arrows there, you can do that. And here it tells you this is the B6 Slim and this is the A5 Slim. So you can put whatever you would like there and use that little dot thing. So I'm trying to see where you would put this in, but you can use it however you would like. But it also has a wavy line on the edge here, and you can use this on the schedule, and the V's and the dots are there, and then the squares, and then again you can use this as a clock. So if you want to do a time, do something with the timing, or however you want to do that. So there you have it, and it also doubles as a bookmark right there. So there you have my 2020 media, social media and digital tracker for the year, and it is going to be a much slimmer profile than the A5 Slim, which was in my Chic Sparrow Hera. I will miss having this around, but I'm sure, be bringing it back for various things. And again, my life book, which I'm slowly, oh so very slowly filling out. But I'll do an update on that later on. But there you have it. So yeah, let me know down below if you guys are going to do the Jibun Techo A5 Slim, B6 Slim, or the B6 Slim Lite. And as always, spend the rest of your life celebrating, because it is worth every minute. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.